Aman, who started the North India chapter, I want him to give a few words about how we got it here, and basically it's a motivation for the upcoming interest on the local chapters too. Thanks.
Thank you, Ruby. Okay. The thing is, I come from North India, and what I was saying since I was coming to Sangam and I was going to Yatra, what I was experiencing that though there are a lot of technical colleges, there are companies in North India, but we didn't have that kind of exposure. Exposure means to say the kind of experts which come to these kind of conferences, expert gurus like Murli, all these kind of people. We could not bring them to North India. And, sadly, there are most of the people, they didn't even know about it. They didn't even know that, the guy called Hans Warbrick or, Jafar Hussain or so many people, Murli Wallad and Tim Horner. And the point was, even though they were doing, technical stuff like Oracle or whatever, they didn't actually have that kind of exposure to the best practices which were laid down already. They were doing the same kind of old things which were around on the Google or whatever their seniors told or their peers told, and it was quite unsettling for me. So what we decided basically that if we can't get the same kind of thing which we get over here in Sangam, wherever it is happening in Hyderabad or Bangalore, wherever it is, if we can do the same kind of thing back in North India, let people know that there is world beyond their company, beyond whatever their peers are telling, and whatever they see on the Google is not always true. So we try to do the same thing. So I called upon my friends, Navneet, Nikhil, Deepak, Rohan, and what we decided is let's try to do something. I asked Molly how to do it. He suggested do it in some way that it's not going to be too burdensome, but it's going to be consistent. Should be consistent. So we try to do this in terms of a monthly basis. So we started on every month last Saturday. We didn't try to plan like any particular agenda. We thought let's give it a go and see how it goes. And we tried with 12C. It was like 12C was just coming. We thought it was a good chance to bring 12C to North India. And you wouldn't believe, 12C was out almost for about a year, but nobody knew about it in Chandigarh. Nobody. There was no one who even had heard about it. There were quite a few who said it's there 12 something, but they had never seen it. They got no idea what was in 12C, why it is better. And there were some people who were still doing 10G, who were still doing 99. So we did it for the first time and it clicked. We gave it like a 3 to 4 hours of thing. We had 2 sessions and it worked well. And after about 3 times, we now have people coming and asking us, when are you doing it next? And where are you doing it? And we've got now, people previously were asking us why you're doing this. Now we're getting people coming and telling us that when are you coming and doing it for us? We got few companies who have actually asked us to come and do it for them, do it in their premises. And we have got responsible people telling us that this is something which is so great. We have been getting a lot of good topics out in that particular conference. So I think what we try to do is create an environment for the local community that we had over there, we have over there in North India, and just to give back some things. We got some good accolades in whatever time we have worked with Oracle, Oracle database, and we just thought let's give it back to something back to the community or to the place where we grew up. So I grew up in North India. We just thought let's give back something, and that's the whole point. So it worked well. It worked absolutely fantastic. We did 8 webcasts of 8 conferences so far. We did a webcast last month. We already got, I think, about 3 different states covered. We got a 4th state going to be covered next month, this month in fact, November, and that's about it. So I think we're doing good, and the best part about doing it is the satisfaction. we have done something, and we have actually done something good for the people who are probably not able to come to Bangalore for whatever reasons, and they're still getting somewhat or something good, which actually is available in such kind of conferences. There are people who are in Chandigarh, they're probably not able to come over here, like there's a company back in Chandigarh, they are not able to come because it's a 6-day week. They got no, such kind of policy where they could come to conferences, they get sponsored and so forth. So if you got a Saturday, they could like take a break, and we have people, who have taken breaks from their office and they've come to attend the conference. We have got people who have consistently come from Chandigarh, from Noida, from Delhi. They have come like 3-4 times to attend it. And the best part about it, which I will say, is satisfaction. We got a great deal of satisfaction by doing this thing. And yes, that's about it. If you're doing it, I think, if you plan to do it, the biggest thing which you should feel is it's more satisfying. It's going to be a great effort, but it's very satisfying. And I think the best part about it is giving back something to the place or to the city or the state where you belong to. I think that's what I will say. And I couldn't do it alone. My friends and the team that we have, we do it like very consistently. And if they wouldn't be there, obviously it wouldn't have been possible. We all put a great deal of effort, and I think probably they put much more effort than I do, because I'm traveling quite a lot, and sometimes it's only them they are doing it, and I think it's a teamwork that we're doing it. So if you plan to do it, make it a great deal, like I think Raj did mention, make it a commitment, and if you make a commitment, just do it, and don't bother that you don't have 20-50 people coming. We sometimes have like 15 people coming. We initially didn't even know how many will show up. We did have 20 people, and the best part, we got every time now about 25-30 new people coming in every part, like wherever we go, and I think that's the best thing. And we don't have any such kind of marketing going on or any kind of promotion thing going on. We just book a particular place, and we go there and sit back. We have the agenda ready, and somehow the people show up, and I think that's the best part. So.
Thanks, Aman. I think Aman brought the word persistence and the passion. India Users Group is my third users group. I used to do the same thing. I live in a city, 60% of my time, a city called Charlotte, US. Most of you know I live half in both places. At least I do. So I had a user group there in '97. I started called Charlotte Users Group. We had 6 people, and the group grew to 350 in less than a year. All these people, Jonathan, Tom, Geja, all these guys have come and spoken. Then after that, I gave it off to people. I started a group called RACSIG. All of you know oracleracsig.org. We started in 2003. I want to start the group. I got a bash back saying, no, we don't have money to start a group. At that time, I was writing a first book on my RAC book, and we had a Dr. DBA who was working for Oracle. He's one of the 5 guys who started Oracle. He's called Dr. DBA. He was reviewing my book, and he called me up on the phone, and I mentioned a line in my book saying, RAC is an enhancement OPS. That's what triggered him to call me. Because he wanted to say that RAC is not enhancement OPS. Oracle wanted to give a new image to RAC as a new product, and don't mention the word OPS, even though it was really an enhancement. And I told him about the idea of starting a special interest group, and he said, why did you start it? I said, the local AIOUG chapter refuses to give me, says, we don't have money. He said, send a mail to them and copy me. That's it. It clicked at Open World, and today we have 8,000 members on RACSIG. So it's that passion. I know we all have the user group, and we see this interest. I don't want this interest to die. If you don't have this interest tomorrow and day after, no use, guys. You should have that, like Aman said, you should try to carry that on. Only then it will succeed. It takes several years. We started with 200 people, today we have 600 people. It needs time. It needs to, the persistence has to be there. Otherwise you will lose. The small tracks we had upstairs, we only had 3 people for last 3 years. Only this year we had house full of those tracks. Priya, who's the development, who talks about Seaport Developer every year, she has 2, 3, 4 people in her room, but she comes every single year to present. This year she had a house full. It takes time, And the Linux teams and the Solaris teams, please don't give up hope on coming to Sangam and being part of this. Linux takes time to establish. Linux takes time, people to come in and attend your sessions. Solaris gave first year, they said we only got 2 people, they refused to come last year. That won't help us, right? It takes time. So, thanks guys, thanks for that, and I don't want to hold you up. Thanks to all our speakers.